Hey everybody, you welcome to the work podcast with Olive and Sean. Today is gonna be an exciting day, and we are having a few minutes together to spend in discussing strategies and ideas and secrets that can enable you to get paid national, paid international, and of course paid global speaking gigs or engagements. And so, if you are excited like I am, and if you are standing in front of your laptop or desktop or phone or smartphone like I am right now, I will love you to indicate where you are joining us from, and we will kick off. Just indicate where you are joining us from, and we will kick off. So what you simply do is you say, your country and the platform you're watching us from. Okay, so if you're from Canada, you say Canada, and you're watching us from LinkedIn, you say Canada LinkedIn. If you are from the USA, if you're watching us right now from Facebook, you could say USA Facebook. Okay, so we would love to know where you're watching us, which country you're joining in from, and of course, we will thank you so much, Steve. Great, Steve from the USA. Thank you for joining us, Steve. That's pretty good. And today, Steve is joining us from LinkedIn, and Steve is one of our first um, viewer. That's amazing, Steve. So it's delighted to have you here, and I'm delighted to have you here from the studio in Minnesota. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at something very important, especially in the professional speaking arena, in the professional speaking industry. We're looking at how to get paid international speaking gig, how to get paid international speaking gig. And we are focusing on unlocking your paid national and international speaking opportunities. So this podcast today, you can call it a webinar, it is for actually really ambitious speakers who don't just want to speak in their country, who don't just want to speak just around their states or around the different regions of their country, but they want to speak internationally and globally. So this podcast is for you, and I want to assure you the few minutes we have together, they will be well spent. I assure you that you will enjoy the time we're going to have here together, because I'm going to be sharing with you three strategies, three powerful strategies that if you begin right now and right today, this weekend, you will start having paid speaking gig, both nationally and internationally. So stay with me, and thank you so much for joining already. Steve, thank you so much. Ellen Uber, Eren, okay, United States LinkedIn, beautiful. Thank you, Chinda, Breno, Irwi, for joining. So before we start, I want to bring some very exciting statistics to you. Now, statistics from Forbes stipulates that the speaking industry is a 500 million US dollars plus industry. And it is exciting to know that some top speakers in this industry, they are being paid as from 10,000 US dollars per speaking gig right up to 100,000 US dollars just per 45 to 1 hour speaking gig. That is what Forbes gave me. And interestingly, 70% of event planners prefer hiring speakers with an international speaking experience. Why? Because when you are an international speaker and you have experience speaking in different countries, there is credibility. And event planners, they love speakers with a lot of credibility. And not only that, there is also appeal. When the audience perceive or when they learn that you are an international speaker and you have a lot of experience, they will love to listen to your ideas. They will love to listen to your thoughts. They will love to listen as you share those experiences. And that alone, so becoming an international speaker is a little like doing a TEDx talk. Or it's almost like becoming a CSP in a speaking industry, or what we call the certified speakers profession, one of the top echelons in the speaking industry around the world. So becoming an international speaker adds more credibility, adds more value to the events where you're going to be speaking there, or at, and to the people that will book you. And of course, it's business, so people love to book the very best of the best. That's not all. Come with me. 80% of speaking opportunities, or what we call speaking gigs, come from referrals and networking. So it means that positioning is key. So if you're not focusing on networking and joining events and going to where people are doing events and where people are speaking, you are missing it. Now, let me share with you an exciting quote from Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu said, opportunities multiply as they are seized. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. So the question is, after sharing the 3 key strategies that you have to apply to start having paid international speaking gigs, are you going to seize the opportunity and multiply it? And so if you're going to seize the opportunity and multiply it, I would love you to type yes on the comment section. If you are going to seize the opportunity, as I share the 3 secrets, the 3 strategies, the 3 frameworks to start getting paid international speaking gigs or national, if you are going to apply the 3 secrets, you're excited about that, just type yes on the comment section or the chat box as we begin with the first strategy. So are you ready? Okay, so are you ready? So who is typing yes on the chat box even as we begin with the first strategy? Okay, so type yes on the chat box as we begin on the first strategy on how to start getting your paid speaking and international, national and international speaking gig. So thank you so much, Ellen. Brilliant, beautiful, beautiful. So the first secret or the first strategy is this. It's one of my favorites. Position yourself as an expert, not just as a speaker. Position yourself as an expert, not just a speaker. All right? Now, for the purpose of memorizing and understand what I'm saying, please, I would love you to type. Number 1, position yourself as an expert, not just a speaker. All right? So if you can write that, Austin from Lagos, great. If you can write that, that would be amazing. So strategy number 1, position yourself as an expert and not just a speaker. Right now, we are having just in the US alone over 300,000 speakers, right? And every day the number is stacking up, and the numbers, they keep on stacking up. So every day, every week, every month, every year, we have new speakers who are coming on board every single hour. And what that means is that there are a lot of speakers right now, or a lot of people that they actually regard themselves as speakers right now. And if they don't position themselves as expert, in the next months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, they will plateau. they will be extinct. Like, they will go out of the market if they don't do these things that they have to start doing right now in order to position themselves as experts, not just as speakers. So event planners, they are going to book you as a speaker when you have distinguished yourself as an expert. Because we have a lot of speakers out there that talk about different things like leadership and resilience and diversity and inclusion and many other areas or niches. But most of them, they only position themselves as speakers, not as experts. Now, you'll be wondering, why must you position yourself as an expert, not as a speaker? And how can you position yourself as an expert? Okay, let me start with why. The reason why you need to start positioning yourself as an expert right now before you start getting those national paid gigs and international paid gigs is because Event planners are looking for experts and not speakers. I said that already. And one of the things that you need to know is that as an expert now, experts, they have compelling and engaging and a beautiful website. That is what experts do. Speakers, they don't bother even to get to the level of getting a website. Most speakers, they don't have website, you know. Experts, again, they keep on updating their website. They keep on tweaking. They keep on adjusting. They keep on removing outdated information with replacing it with new information. They keep on updating. They keep on upgrading. Remember the update and the upgrade. Experts keep asking questions. What is my version 2.0? What is my version 3.0? What is my version 3.1? What is my version 3.2? That is what experts are constantly doing. Experts are curious. Experts, they're looking for better ways, innovative ways, inventive ways, creative ways to present their message to the audience. That is what experts are doing. There were speakers in the 80s, in the 90s, early 2000s that they were so famous and so renowned, and today we don't hear about them again. There are speakers that started their speaking career in the early 2000s, and today they have plateaued, and sooner or later they are running out of the market. What is happening? They stop innovating, they stop inventing. And so if you see yourself not just as an expert, as a speaker, but an expert, not just an expert, but an innovative expert, it is practically challenging and almost impossible for you to ever plateau, because you keep on asking questions. What is my version 2.1? What is my version 2.2? What is my version 3.0? What is my version 4.0? What's my version 5.0? You keep on building the next version of your keynote. You keep on building the next version of your workshop. You keep on building the next version of your speaking stories, your anecdotes, your examples, your statistics. So you are never bored to listen to, because you keep on learning new things and updating and developing new models and new concepts and new frameworks and adding to your keynote. And that is why you are an expert. Not only an expert, but an innovative expert. So the challenge I have for you today is, how are you going to start positioning yourself as from today, as from now, as that go-to expert? That everywhere the type on the internet, speakers on leadership, speakers on inclusion and diversity, speakers on resilience, speakers on technology, speakers on financial technology, your name is popping up in that your niche. What are you going to start doing right now to position yourself as an innovative expert, so that anytime the type speakers on your niche, your name should be the top, among the top 3 in the round. And there's something very interesting you need to know. When an organization is looking for speakers, be it at the national level or international level, there are 3 routes they have to go through. So the first route is they ask, okay, who do we know among us as colleagues who can play this role as a keynote speaker? And so they need to reflect, they need to think. So among the colleagues, among the executives, among the committee in the office, in the organization, if they don't know a good speaker that can handle that keynote, you know what? The next thing they will do is that they will now probably call from their friends and call from their connections and check, hey, do you know any speaker who can be able to speak at our upcoming conference in 2026 on resilience or inclusion and diversity? Do you know of any? And so if they will reflect together with their relations, with their connections, with their networks, and they end up without talking about or knowing any speaker. Now, this is something very interesting. The next thing they will do now is they will go and search it on the internet. They will go and search it on YouTube. They will go and search it on LinkedIn. They will search it on Google. They will go even to YouTube and search it. They will go to X. They will go to Facebook. And guess what? When they go to do social media platforms, they will ask, who are the best, who are the top leadership speakers in Maryland? Who are the top leadership speakers in Texas? Who are the top speakers on resilience and change and adaptability in Minnesota? Who are those speakers? And as a type, the websites will start aligning, popping up, popping up. And the question is, when they're typing in your niche, is your website going to be appearing, going to be popping up among the top websites in that niche that they can speak you from that particular search engine? Think about that. So that's why in this, as I'll be talking in the other point, you'll notice that the speaking industry is a relationship business. It is an industry of relationships. So when they start, they ask among themselves. So it is high time you should start making friends with those HR experts and professionals. It's high time you start making friends with CEOs, like who are the CEOs. Some of the CEOs, like some of you here, and so it's high time you start making friends with some industrial leaders, some executive directors. It's high time that they should know you before they start thinking of who is going to be our speaker, because the speaking business is a relationship business. People will love to recommend, people will love to refer the friends of their friends, the friends of their friends, their friends who are speakers and all of that. And again, it does not just have to remain there. You have to be good, because if you're not the best, they might not recommend you, though you are the friend of their friends, or maybe you are their friends. So you have to not only be an expert, but be innovative and really, really good in what you talk about. Just be the best. Just be the best in what you talk about. And I assure you, you not only get speaking gigs and referrals from your networks and connections and friends, but right on the stage, you get referrals, you get bookings right while you're speaking. So you have to just be good at what you do. You have to be so good at what you do. So that is why you have not just to be a speaker, but to be an expert, innovative speaker. Disrupt the industry, ask questions, open your eyes, open your ears, be curious, be so curious. And that is what will take you to the limelight. And so that was the first point. So the first point we talked about on how to get paid national and international speaking gig was that you have to position yourself as an expert. Position yourself as an expert and start. Now, and one of the things that you have to start doing right now is begin a podcast, build your website. You need to start having you by now you should be having your website. You should start building a podcast. You should start your YouTube channel. You keep on updating videos on YouTube every week, every month. Keep on adding content, because one of the things that many people don't understand as speakers, especially aspiring speakers are people who are just beginning their speaking career, is that there's what we call social proof. Anytime an event planner want to book you, they will first go to your social media platform and check. They will check if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, and they will see the number of followers and connections you have. And at the same time, they will check your last post. Well, I'm going to talk so much about this when I'm coming to the 10th point. This is so powerful. So that is it. You have to position yourself as an expert, not just as a speaker. And then the second thing that I want to discuss with you is that you have to leverage strategic networking and collaboration. Yeah. Start leveraging strategic networking and collaboration. So wherever you are right now, are you a member of the National Speakers Association of your country or of your state? For me, I don't really think that it is smart. It is a smart decision to call yourself a professional speaker or keynote speaker. Why you have a national speakers that is answerable to the Global Speakers Federation in your country and you're not a member? Because there are a lot of things that happen in these national speakers, honestly. Yesterday, we were attending our chapter meeting, at the Minnesota chapter. Here, we had an amazing speaker, Robert Kennedy III, who flew in, and did a powerful presentation on how to leverage on AI to be able to create content, distribute content, and engage your clients. And that was so powerful. In fact, what we learned in that event was worth like it could be a workshop of $5,000 but it just within a few hours, like 3 to 4 hours, Robert Kennedy gave us information and tools, the frameworks, the mindset, the methodologies, and the courage to be able to do amazing things just with our phones, with our laptops, with some platforms, with some apps. That's amazing. That is the power of belonging to a National Speakers Association. And that is why if you're in the US, I will strongly encourage you join a National Speakers Association, because networkings are so powerful. What you learn from a networking event, who you can meet in a networking event, can be more important even than the purpose of the networking event. So think about that. So if you hear about networking events and you hear about speakers related conferences and workshops, why don't do that? Why don't you do that? Right now, we are marketing the Thrive coming up in Orlando, and it's going to be in a few months. So the question is, are you making plans to attend the Thrive events of the National Speakers Association? Think about that. Think about that. You have to attend events where you can network and collaborate with other speakers and share best practices and share new practices, because that is a game changer. And I've been attending speakers events and conferences for a long time right now. And one of the famous questions that speakers we always ask our colleagues when we meet them in networking events is always, a question like this: what do you talk on? Now, why do you think speakers are asking other speakers, what do you talk on? It's simply because that they want to know your niche, they want to know your topic, because they could call me to talk on a topic like inclusion and diversity. That's not my niche. I don't talk on inclusion and diversity. I talk so much on change and adaptability. I talk so much on resilience and a little bit on leadership. So if you're calling me for inclusion and diversity and it's not my niche, I quickly know, I know of a colleague who can be able to handle that keynote, which I have to recommend. But if I don't know what you talk about or what you talk on, how will I ever know that you are available to pick up that particular opportunity? So it is good to network and to let people know what you talk on. It's so important. So that's it. So the question is, why networking events and collaboration? Because the speaking business, like I said, is a relationship business. So people need to know you. People need to know what you do. I remember when I started my speaking career, everybody in my family that was close to me needed to know that I'm a speaker. That was way back in 2010, like a decade and a half. All my friends, I made them to know that I'm a professional speaker, I'm a keynote speaker. So everybody that came into my life, I wanted the person to know that I'm a speaker. Why do you think I was doing that? It was not because I was stupid. I wanted to share the message. I wanted people to know that this is what I do for a living. So in case, I'm true that I had a lot of speaking opportunities just because people know that I'm into it. 2 days ago, I had a friend from Canada who got me into some speaking assignments, just because so many years ago she knew that I was a speaker. And so that's why she came back like, okay, this is what we want to do. Are you available for this? And I'm like, so she knew that I was a speaker. Why I was discussing with her way back when she was in South Africa, she knew that I was a speaker. And then so many years after, she's reaching back to me like, okay, that is what I'm talking about. So let people in your network, people in your family, people that you meet, let them know that you're a speaker, because it's a collaboration business. It is a relationship business, and you have to tell your relationships, tell your networks that this is what you do. Share that message with them. Just keep on telling them that this is what you do. And if possible, you can share the stories and also listen to their own stories and listen to what they do. That's how you exchange information. That's how you share these ideas. So don't keep it for yourself. You can't be a speaker and keep it for yourself. Come on. You cannot be a speaker and you're the only one that knows that you're a speaker. No, come on. You have to tell the world. Go to Facebook, go to LinkedIn, go to YouTube, get videos, record videos. Tell people what you talk about. Don't keep it for yourself. It's not for you. Many of you watching this, you're very talented. You're highly talented and with a lot of talent, with a lot of skills. But who knows that this is what you're good at? So the more people that know that this is what you do and this is what you're good at, the higher you can market yourself, and the more you market yourself, the higher sales you make. So maybe you're not making enough money right now as a speaker, maybe because many people don't know that you speak on that particular topic. Many people don't even know about you, and even when they meet you, you never tell them that this is what you do. So So you just need to do a lot of networking and collaborations and let people know that this is what I do. Even if you are still in a corporate, let your supervisors, your employers know that you are a speaker. Let them know. So it is so important to network and collaborate because the speaking industry is a relationship business. Yeah, and so people will hire you and recommend you because they know you. They know you. Let your aunties, let your uncles, let your nieces, let your nephews, let your former bosses, your former employers, let your ex colleagues, let them know that this is what you're doing right now. That's why platforms like LinkedIn are very important, where you can always blow that trumpet and let people know that this is what I'm doing, this is what I've started doing, and all of that. Platforms like Facebook, they're also very helpful. So you can always do that. And so when you begin to network and connect, I bet you it's going to be a boom. And again, you might not just expect the speaking opportunities come right now, because the opportunities you want next year, you have to create them today. So if you want to speak next year, start looking for the speaking opportunities today, because event planners, they don't just organize event and say, come and speak. No, they take time to plan events. So if I was you, where I want to speak, I will now start contacting those conference organizers, those event planners, those speakers bureaus, that I am planning to speak, with them, to work with them in 2026, in 2027, in 2028, moving forward. I will contact them today, now. I will contact them this week, this month, this year, so that when the time comes, the connection was already there. And one of the things you should never do is, you don't when you're contacting an event planner, speakers organization, and speakers bureau, please don't be like you have to take your time. You don't have to force this relationship. So, well, this is a very interesting secret. I learned this secret from a very dear coach, Diana Candace is one of the best speakers I've found in the USA. So she shared with me in her book, very powerful. I had an email exchange with her late last week. And so find a way to add value to your clients. Find a way to be of help to the event planners. Find a way to add value. For instance, if you are in Cameroon right now and you know that the GoMart event is coming up in few days, if you want to speak in the next edition by December, so this is the right time to talk with Jason Golov and his team. So what do? You can pay your ticket, go and attend the event for now in a few days, and then after attending the event, you appreciate the speakers, and then you meet with Golov maybe and the team of the organizers, like, hey, I was part of the 10th edition of GoMart, and it was amazing. So I love the topics that the speakers were talking on. I also am a speaker, and I can talk on XYZ topic. And so again, when you attend the event, see how you can volunteer, see how you could be of help. You could ask a question like, how can I be of help to your upcoming events? Even not even as a speaker, but I can volunteer in any way that could be of great help to the success of the event. And so he began to see that you're not just coming for looking for a speaking opportunity, but you also want to contribute, you want to help. And so see how you can add value to those people, those events. Maybe just attending is a great way to add value to the event. So when you attend, you create a relationship before you start proposing your speaking topics and what you can talk about. And that leads me to something I want to talk so much on this second point, on connections and collaborations. You have to be ready. Myron Gooden says something so powerful. When your opportunities come and you're not prepared for them, you will be exposed. And when these opportunities come and you're prepared for them, you will be revealed. Now, Abraham Lincoln will say, if your opportunities come and you have not prepared for them, you will not get them. Those are very powerful human beings, and I all agree with what they're saying. And again, I love what Myron Gooden said. I love his own vision. When opportunities come and you are not prepared for them, you will be exposed. When opportunities come and you are prepared for them, you will be revealed. So when you're going for this event, Don't be going with the mindset that if they say yes, I will not start thinking about what to tell them. No. You have to prepare everything before you ever meet these event planners, before you ever meet these speakers bureaus, before you ever meet these event organizers. So that if they say yes, maybe you just send a video. Okay, this is a sample of my talk. Maybe you have some 5 minutes and 10 minutes and 20 minutes. Please watch this video. I did this talk in an X organization, in a Y organization, and you may like me to deliver the same talk in your organization, the same training. And that is being prepared for the opportunity. They could watch the video like, oh, we love this idea, we love this concept, we love your framework. Okay, the next event is coming up on this date. We'd love to have you come in as a speaker. And boom, there we go. So you have to be ready even while you're doing the networking and the collaboration. And that is leading us to our last point, which is also one of my favorite. Build an irresistible digital brand presence. Build an irresistible digital brand presence. This is so powerful. This is so powerful. Like I mentioned in point one, there's what we call social proof. Social proof is so powerful. Social proof has to do with, are you busy? Are you speaking? Are you being booked? Let me share with you this. Event planners don't want to hire speakers that are not busy. You won't believe that. If you're a speaker and if you're not busy, you're not speaking, they don't trust and believe in you so much. So you have to get out there. They love to hire speakers that are busy, that are really busy. And so what is my definition of business? By being busy, you are speaking like every month or at least every 3 months or every quarter. If possible, every week. If possible, at least twice every week. That is a definition of business. And then any talk you do, make sure you have proof, like pictures and short videos of the key areas, key excerpts of your presentation, and constantly share them on your social media platform. Share them on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, YouTube long videos. Share them on LinkedIn, LinkedIn short videos. Share them on Facebook, Facebook short videos. Constantly share videos of yourself speaking in France, speaking in Florida, speaking in Germany, speaking in Ireland, speaking in South Africa, in Singapore, in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in Rwanda. Constantly share. Never you speak without having pictures or at least a short video except of what you said on the stage. And constantly be sharing those videos and pictures and sharing the stories how you're speaking in this event or that event. Now, speakers that do that, they have high chances of being booked and multiply booked to speak in different events. Because event planners, they don't want to take the risk to get a speaker that is not busy. So your social proof is the evidence that you're constantly speaking by the pictures you post on your presence on the stage, by the videos you're sharing on your social media platforms from the different speaking you're doing around the world. That is what we mean by social proof. And when you begin to do that, people trust you, people believe you. And I'm talking of the event planners. And again, people don't necessarily need to like or comment or create reactions. People are watching you. And let me share with you this. The best, in fact, your clients, the people that will come and book you to speak in the event, most of the time they don't comment. Most of the time they don't even like. They don't even love. They don't even give you a heart in your post. They are only observing. They're only observing. And when they observe and they see what they were looking for, they just give you a call like, hey, are you available to speak in our conference this day? And when you receive such calls, don't be in a rush to pitch yourself again. Anytime somebody calls you and like asking your availability to speak in the event, you don't tell them what to do. Most of the time, they have figured it out. Don't forget that. They've figured it out. Because with the proliferation of the social media, high tech and all of that, it's easy for people to easily find you out. So you cannot even fake it. You need to be authentic, honest, and true to yourself and just be doing it. So by the time they're calling you, they have checked your website, they have checked your socials, they have called your clients, they have asked from your last speaking gigs, who the people that booked you, is he good? Is she good? You know, they have done all of the checks. They have dotted the I's and cut the T's. And that's why they're calling you. So when they call you, give them your price. And then get ready to do that delivery. And so don't pitch yourself again. When they call you, don't pitch. Because by the time they're calling you, they know you already. And they have listened a lot. They have consumed. You know, there's this concept that is so powerful. I just love the concept. It is actually the 7-11-4 rule. You know, the 7-11-4 rule. So what that means is that, you know, for people to book you at times, they have applied the 7-11-4 rule. What that means is this. So they have at least watched you on 4 different platforms. It could be LinkedIn, it could be YouTube, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram. 4 different platforms. And they have watched at least and read at least 11 different contents that you have posted it. 11 different contents, you have posted it for at least 7 times. Did you get that? That's a game changer. You know, I learned this rule for the first time from Myron Golden. So powerful. So you need to have content, so much good content out there on your social media platforms that when somebody watch one video of yourself, they would like to keep on watching your videos because they have found gold in your content. And that's why anytime you're about to produce content, give it your best shot, because you never know who is going to watch the video. You never know which of the videos if clients, they will watch first. And guess what? If they watch the bad one, the one you did not do well at it, that's all. So when you're putting a video out there, make sure that it's the best shot, because you never know who is watching the video. Number 2, when you're putting a video out there, make sure you're consistent, because most clients, they will not only watch 1 video or 2 videos and then book you. No, they may need to watch like 7 different videos before they book you. So you need to be present in at least 4 social media platforms, and you need to produce content that people can take at least 7 different times watching it, and then probably for 11 days, so that people can always come back and try different content, different topics that you've delivered on, to see if you are really good at what you do. So never forget the 4-7-11 rule when it comes to creating content, when it comes to being consistent on social media platforms. And when you begin to do those things, my goodness, I bet you will be multiply booked, rebooked again and again. And just as we wrapped up this conversation, I just want to let you know, hey, speakers, don't be scared. Now, this is the truth. There are a lot of people. I've traveled for the past years. I have traveled for 1 decade and a half. I've been traveling around the world and speaking in different conferences, and I've spoken to thousands of people all around the world. But there's something I've noticed. There are stages I've shared with speakers, and I listen to speakers talk, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, who made you a speaker? Why did you become a speaker? I mean, some speakers are really boring. They speak in a very boring way, no energy, not enthusiasm, and you're like, why did you become a speaker from the first place? And you're like, what happened? Like, I don't see you being a speaker. And that really hurts me, because there are some people who are putting a lot into this thing, and some people don't really care. They think they could just get up from their beds or from their rooms and go and speak. It's not true. You have to work. You need to work the work, and that's why in the next years, there are going to be a lot of speakers resigning from the speaking industry. That's my prediction. There are going to be a lot of speakers plateauing. To plateau means that you stop growing. And when you stop growing, the world will keep on growing. So when you stop growing, the world will keep on growing. And by the time the world is keeping on growing and you're not growing, the world will outsmart you and you become irrelevant. So I foresee that a lot of speakers will become relevant anytime soon. And I don't want it to be that kind of a speaker, I want it to be innovative, to be creative. And that is why, if you want to challenge yourself to be creative and innovative, then there is good news for you. There are speaking opportunities for you. There are both national, international, global, top speaking gigs that are coming your way, if only you do the work. So you have to become a disruptive speaker who is diligent to satisfy the client. And for that to happen, you have to become like a servant. You have to be able to serve the people calling you to speak. Don't focus on speaking, focus on adding value to them. Focus on giving them the best they can ever have. The best they can ever have from any speaker. Just give them the best. And for that to happen, you need to be highly inquisitive. You need to be highly curious. When things happen, don't just take them for chances. Every day, write stories. Come up with your storybook. When things happen to you, when you have experiences with people, maybe something happened to your car, write those stories down, because those stories later will become asset to you. And from then, they'll become so much wealth that you can leverage on. So speakers that will shine in the future, they're only speakers that are innovative, curious, and inquisitive. And those are the speakers that will keep on disrupting and keep on going and keep on adapting as the world is changing. So, my dear friend, so the question is, what are you going to do with all of this? We talked about some 3 powerful strategies you can actually put in place to start getting national paid gigs and international gigs. And the first one we've seen here is what? You have to position yourself as an expert. Why? Because event planners and organizers are looking for what? They're looking for expert, innovative speakers, not only speakers. And we have also seen that you have to leverage on strategic networking and collaboration. So the question is, do you belong to any national speakers association in your country, in your region, in your state? Do you belong to a speakers network? Are you a member of Toastmasters International? And lastly, we've seen that it is important for you to build an irresistible digital presence. You have to build an irresistible digital brand presence. So do you have at least 4 platforms that you constantly update content on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, that you don't skip, because the algorithms are built in a way that if you stop being consistent, you lose followers and you plateau. So are you constantly curious and building systems and strategies? And if that is what you're doing, congratulations. And if that is what you're not doing and you want to start doing that, that's where we are actually here to help you. We started a company called Tolkz, and Tolkz is an amazing platform. So if you're out there and if you are an aspiring speaker, in fact, if you want to make a living speaking, you want to make money speaking, if you're tired of your job and you want to resign and take speaking as your new found career, or maybe you're just retired, and you're looking for a different thing to do with your life, and you are thinking of considering speaking as one of your new careers, then Tolkz is for you. In Tolkz, we are giving this month free subscription for all our new members, aspiring speakers, professional speakers who want to take their speaking careers and grow them and scale them to 6 figures to 7 figures within the shortest time possible. And so in Tolkz, we help you to prepare your speaking materials and speaking information, your keynotes, and we help you to come up with your 1-page sheet. We help you to produce your speaker's reel, which is very important document that you always send the video to anybody that is booking you or whom you are applying to speak in their platforms in the event. And then when we prepare all of this one, we will profile you in the Tolkz platform, where event planners and speakers bureaus and people looking for speakers for whatever event, they can visit the platform and see your speaker's feed, see your biography, see every detail that they will need to know about your speaking. And then from there, they can make a decision to book you. And so if that is what you want to do, you're welcome to Tolkz. Like I said, the first month we're giving a free subscription to all our newly subscribed members. So if you're here and you want to benefit from the free subscription, that is going to run, from the 23rd of February, that is in 2 weeks time, right up to the 23rd of March, then you're welcome. So all you have to do is to comment on the chat session just with the word Tolkz, Tolkz is Tolkz. Tolkz. Just comment with the word talk. So please, if you don't want to become a speaker, if you don't want to take speaking as a career, please don't do that. This is only for aspiring speakers and professional speakers and entrepreneurs who want to learn how to pitch better, to talk better, to present better, and to have paid speaking gigs. So if that is what you want to do, congratulations and welcome to Tolkz. Our team will be glad to work with you. Our office is in Texas, and we are dotting all the I's and cutting all the T's to give you the best ever platform that you need to grow and scale your speaking career. My name is Oliver Shaw. I'm a speaker, I'm a coach for international speakers, and I love adding value to the people that come my way so they can become productive in whatever thing they have been called to do here on earth. And so that was it for today, my dear friend. Let me know what resonated best with you. And even as we close the curtains of this conversation, I hope this was of importance, this was of help, this was of inspiration to your career, and we believe that some value has been added. And remember, like our amazing Sonny Zhu said, he said that opportunities multiply as they are seized. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. So this is an opportunity. If you don't seize this one now, who knows? Maybe the next one will come in 1,000 years. So this is an opportunity for you. If you want to multiply the opportunity, come on, seize it, and let's go. Okay, looking forward to see you at the top. And thank you so much for showing up. So I just want to say a hi shout to Steve from Minnesota. Hi shout to Ellen Obi from Maryland. Hi shout to Chia Bruno from Cameroon. Hi shout to Bambo. Hi shout to Austin. Hi shout to Innovative Solution Network. Hi shout to Derek Jia. Hi shout to Extra Akama from Nigeria. Hi shout to Ndum SC. Hi shout to Nkong Gladys. Yes. A big hi shout to Konge Felan Asonyo. Hi shout to Karen Topic. Amazing Karen. Hi shout to Chinyere Formula Deke. Oh, I hope I got that one right. Hi shout to Prosper Waisenyo. Hi shout to you who is gonna watch this video after the recording. So if you want to be you want to subscribe to the Tolkz platform, come on, just type Tolkz on the comment section, and then our team will reach out to you for your free subscription for 30 days. That is amazing. That's powerful. That's phenomenal for all our packages. So don't type talk, type Tolkz, Tolkz. And that was it for today. Looking forward to see you again on Tuesday, God willing. So my dear friend, thank you so much. Tolkz. Okay, great. Congratulations to Ellen for being our first subscriber. Congratulations, Ellen. We're looking forward to working with you in Tolkz to helping you to become the speaker that you have always craved and desired to be, so you can be able to grow and scale your speaking career. And so we are looking forward to be having you here in Minnesota, Helen, as you deliver your first keynote with the Tolkz platform. Thank you, 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 thank you.